Welcome to Sacramento State Stadium. It's the UMASS Minutemen and the Sacramento State Hornets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Catching up with the Sacramento State head coach before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So UMass's offense comes onto the field first today. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football.
Makes the grab in their space. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down UMass. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. The run to the left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And they're not on the same page there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Churned out more than 150 yards and bounced pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Curtis. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in with one hand.
Man, what a catch by the big tight end. They got those big old huge mitts, those big dudes. So nice job sticking up in the air, and it just sticks to it. Makes the nice spectacular grab.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just...
There's some room. Makes it past the marker. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's raining.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Run in the red zone. It's Curtis. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Running inside. It's Rainey. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they will score! Touchdown, Sacramento State! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The UMass offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
This offense has it with really good field position. Using his legs, it's Curtis. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Off play action. On the move to his left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moses. Could not make his way to the corner. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Complete to the right.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The run inside. It's Rainey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook, instructional video, out of bounds right around the goal line. UMass ready to get things started as the offense takes the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quick handoff. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Dropping back, it's Watson. Quarterback now breaking the field. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision.
Finding some room. The 20. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Minutemen! The extra point here would tie the game. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David,
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum all the way back. Touchdown, UMass. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back with you.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking for a crease. It's Rainey. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Rides to the back. There he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Power football with the run. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
He's got it up, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets rid of it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Matthews. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Had to throw it before he wanted.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Punt is in the air. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Out of the gun, they give to the back. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's raining, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a man on the right. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Faulkner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Minutemen offense taking the field, looking primed and ready to roll. This drive will open from the 15. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Trying to make magic with it. Turning it on. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Takes the easy completion. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly's always working the injuries on the sidelines. Holly, what have you got?
I did talk to Sacramento State's head coach coming out of the locker room. Although he did not have a full update, he did tell me their running back will not return to this game. They are continuing to evaluate him for a lower body injury. They would not say exactly what it is. Let's hope it's not serious, but he is definitely out for the start of this second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires quickly. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Rainey. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught by Williams. At the 35, he's open. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him. And
makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Sacramento State. They take the lead with the 6. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UMass offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. The give on the inside. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down. UMass quickly back to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Watson. The quick out. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Finds his man. It's Hardy. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with the big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got his man on the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. UMass with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last completion.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Watson. A little release to the back. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. They just keep firing. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Sacramento State sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man.
Takes it the other way, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He's out past the 35. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hands it off on the counter. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running inside, it's Baldwin. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. 2nd down coming up. Tight end now in motion. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to bully their way for the first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And I think that's what you want.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Caught, and he's got room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, UMASS! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They go right back to it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the 1st. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Gonna run it. It's Collins. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Going to the run, it's Collins. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's first down from the 11. The run inside, it's Collins. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Pats to the football and forcing a fumble. So
open spaces. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Minuteman. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws another interception. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming.